Make sure you bring a sample.
So we are back on the Cincinnati Stingers minor league episodes here in NBA 2K17. Last episode we played our second ever season as the Stingers. I guess we had a decent season, I guess, last year, as we did not end up making the playoffs. We did end up having an okay offseason. We had a few players, but now we are on to the next season. I think this might be a decent season. We're starting lineup for year number 3 in the Stingers franchise. We have Jared Bayless at point guard, we have Norman Powell at shooting guard, Jason Tatum at small forward, Skelebus here at power, and Nerlens Well at center, Kyle Anderson, Robert Covington, Maurice Spates, and Trey Burke at backup point guard. When it comes to our power rankings, though, we're not too bad, I guess. We're about 20th when it comes to those, but finished 40 and 42 last season. You gotta be better this season. But we're gonna start off 1-3 there, 1-6, 2-8, 2-9. We're doing horrible. 9-21. Our season is not looking good, but at least we actually won against the Warriors, though, so I guess that's pretty fine. But right here, we're going to make a trade there. Anderson going to the Stingers for our man, Wilson Chandler, though. And plus, we're going to go re-sign Jake Layman to a contract, just based on he's a pretty good player, too, to have. But 29-49 is the record at the end of the season, and yeah, we're not going to sneak into the playoffs at a 31-51 record. Horrible season. LeBron is your MVP, 24.7 points per game. Damian Daniel is the Rookie of the Year. Chris Bosh, 6th man. Anthony Davis, Defensive Player. And Kristaps Porzingis is your most improved. But LeBron, MVP once again, back-to-back years. But when it comes to all NBA teams, they're basically the same teams all together. At least Antetokounmpo is on there too, which is pretty cool to see that. But all defensive LeBron's back on there once again. He won DPOY last year, but this season, it comes to the NBA playoffs for this season though, it's pretty weird in NBA playoffs. So the Cavs end up losing the first round somehow against the Pistons. I don't even know if they blew a 3-1 lead, but Indiana and Portland in the final. But Portland wins the NBA championship this season. So last year was the Denver Nuggets, but this year it's Dame and the Trailblazers. So the Damian wins finals MVP for the Blazers. And yeah, so I guess that's a pretty weird season though. We did not make the playoffs, but our personal stats, our player stats, it's just all over. There's a big mess of players in for this. As just based on Jason Tatum did not play a full season. He had the spinal fracture early in the season. That's why we sucked. But when it comes to the offseason though, Joe Johnson, we got Pau Gasol, Zach Randolph, Tony Parker, and Dwayne Wade all retire this season. So Dwayne Wade averaged 13.2 in his last season with Chicago. Whereas the rest, there's really nobody else except maybe Anderson Varejao and Thabo Sefolosha. So I guess a lot of retirements though. Tony Parker, Pau Gasol, and Dwayne Wade gone, but Dwayne Wade is the only Hall of Famer out of that. But Dwayne Wade and Tony Parker get the jerseys retired by their respective teams. And when it comes to NBA league meetings, though, the goaltending rule will be eliminated next season. So I don't want to do that shot clock one, though. It's 35 seconds. That'd be terrible. But when it comes to draft lottery, we have the 4th best odds going into this one. We got to somehow get a good pick here. And we end up with the 3rd best odds, or at least the 3rd pick after that draft lottery. But now when it comes to staff signings, we go sign a CFO and an assistant GM. But when it comes to CFO, though, the one guy I tried signing would not sign at all. But I really don't care as we're going to the NBA draft here. We got to go and get somebody good and help our franchise for next season, because we can't just rely on Jason Tatum all the time, though. If Jason Tatum gets injured again next season, our team is not going to succeed for a long time. When it comes to the first pick in the NBA draft, the Milwaukee Bucks obviously have the first pick. At the first pick, they're going to select their man, Shane Wheeler, shooting guard, 1st overall in this draft. He's easily the best player in this draft, though. We got to somehow, like, Shane Wheeler, one of the best players in this draft, 70 overall, 20 years old, A+ 3-point shot, B mid-range. We're going to throw up our 3rd overall pick in the draft, just based on that. He's the only good player left in the draft, but they actually offer Shane Wheeler for a 2021 first-round pick, lottery protected, and a 3rd. Just for Shane Wheeler and a 2nd, so this is easily a steal for us, as Shane Wheeler, only good guy of the draft. We're going to easily take this one 10 times out of 10, and now Shane Wheeler is now the Cincinnati Stingers. So we got a trophy of that one. They basically just stole Shane Wheeler from the Bucks here, man. This is a crazy trade as we pick up the 1st overall pick, 28.5 points per game. This is going to be a legit superstar in the NBA in the next few years. So finally, we get some help with Jason Tatum when it comes to this. As the 2nd overall pick, we do have the Lakers pick up Jess Crawford, the shooting guard. So I guess we missed out on Jess Crawford, though. Oh well, Jess Crawford, he's got to be nothing special, though, I guess. He might be pretty special, but 69 overall, 20 years old. At 2nd overall, that's horrible. This draft class is easily horrible. They say Jess Crawford is the MJ of this draft, so I mean, you can't really say anything at this point. But 3rd overall pick, let's see what they gave up Shane Wheeler for. And they gave up Shane Wheeler for Ruben Cannon, the center here, 6'7", 247 pounds. This guy's going to be a legit superstar if they were to give up the 1st overall pick for him. But he's a 72, 22 years old. Oh my god, they made a big mistake.
Ah, did you see that jerk?
So I can't believe they did that, but right now, 29th overall pick, we have another first round pick. We're gonna go select Anthony Hunter. It's the 6'10". I guess he won't really be playing too much, I guess, but we pick up the first overall pick in Shane Wheeler to go and lead our team to maybe a championship along with Jason Tatum. So we have a stacked position there at shooting guard now, Norman Powell and Shane Wheeler. So Norman might be the sixth man this season, but when it comes to rookie signings, we're obviously going to sign him. Jason Tatum is going to get the player option, or at least the team option for this season. When it comes to the player options though in the NBA, Kawhi Leonard declines his. We're going to go send a qualifying offer right to Justin Anderson. And going into free agency though, we do have Jared Bayless, we have Robert Covington testing free agency, we have Justin Anderson on there. We obviously want to re-sign because Justin Anderson, he's a pretty good player, plus, I mean, he's young, so I mean, you gotta get some potential out of him. But Kawhi Leonard is in the free agency, 94 overall, but we do not need a small forward as we do have Jason Tatum. We're gonna obviously go for Kyrie Irving though. We do not have a point guard at all. Jared Bayless, and I believe, I can't remember his name, but he was our point guard last season. Didn't really do well. We're going to obviously at least send a contract to Kemba Walker too as well. Plus, we're going to go and send a contract right to Linsanity, just in case one of those options did not obviously work out. But we'll send a contract to Terrence Ross, Kevin Looney possibly. Maybe he'll sign with us. Boban Marjanovic, he's a pretty good player. 7'3", you got to obviously send a contract to him. But Kyrie Irving does accept another offer, I believe, from the Cavs. Terrence Ross accepts another offer. Corey Joe accepts another offer, but we do at least get Boban Marjanovic out of that. But we're obviously going to go send a contract right to our man Bledsoe after those two decline. And we're going to sign Linsanity and Festus Ezeli after Kemba Walker signs with another team. And same with Eric Bledsoe, he signs with the Suns. So we're forced to go sign Kevin Looney and Jared Bayless. And Justin Anderson signed with us as well. So because the team progressed after that season last year, we do have Jason Tatum, who dropped 2 overalls just based on his spinal fracture. So major injuries obviously affect overalls, but our starting lineup for next season is Linsanity at point guard, we have Shane Wheeler at shooting guard, Jason Tatum at small forward, Scal at power, Nerlens Noel at center, Norman Powell 6th man, Festus Ezeli, Kyle Anderson, Boban Marjanovic, and the rest of the crew on the bench. But anyway, I guess in this episode over here, make sure to like and subscribe for more Stingers franchise mode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.